Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Colts. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast. Trying again following the sack. He's on the move. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. The Bears decide to call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He lets a heat. He's got it inside the 10. All the way, touchdown, Indy! The Colts get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 3rd. On the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Off the play fake, Williams. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Man in motion here. Another try following the sack. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Gotta read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you gotta react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Williams with 3rd and long. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's a Chicago first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
First down, here's Swift. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. First carry of the game for the rookie out of Washington. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Williams on the play action. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, it's Tory Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And his kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 2-yard line.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. They connect on the deep shot. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A pickup there of 39. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Stopped by Grady Jarrett. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 13-0 lead. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Colts drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. First and 10 from the 41. Haywire, live ball. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And this is a huge loss on the play.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. It's a 2-score game early.
We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They have second down behind the sticks. Williams from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Putting a receiver in motion. Third and long for him here. He's on the move. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep him on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Williams throwing on fourth. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking Amari Cooper's way there. So that brings up fourth and long. The Colts are ready for the punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Williams to throw. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Working from the gun, Williams. Flush down out to his left. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Bears at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something-something to the return.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Sideline throw complete to Cooper. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot. Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And the Bears are going to take over deep in their own territory. 1st down, Williams. Finds a seam down the middle. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Bears make it a 1-score game before halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Complete, it's Cooper. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. 1st down throw here from Richardson. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts grow their lead just before halftime. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. First down throw by Williams. Escapes out to the left. And a man is there to knock that away.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Williams throwing again here on second down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Chicago brings out the punting unit. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Here's Richardson. He beams one deep right side. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Looking to throw. He's looking deep once again. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Downs on the return. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, couple yards short at the 23. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That was Montez Sweat who took him down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
They go again with Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Inside the 30, and he'll finally be taken down at the 25. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Herbert straight ahead. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Richardson on 3rd. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Colts grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. A give right side for Swift. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. From the 39. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Swift gets it, going left. He breaks the tackle. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. He had to pick up a 14 yards as the chains reset. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now here's Williams. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Williams to throw on first. Chased out to his right. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
From the 26 on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Bears with the ball, but they enter the 4th at a massive deficit. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running with it.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Williams set to pass. Getting out to his left. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
They still need 10, but the offense getting set on 4th down. Now Williams. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Colts continue piling on to this lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He put everything he had. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Williams from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Trap 60, trap 60.
Williams will look to throw. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Will score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears putting up points in a game decided. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Bears 14.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. Oh, I think the Bears got to that one. Yes, Bears football! All right, so a positive play for them, if nothing else. Game seems pretty far out of reach at this point, but still, had to try the onside kick in that spot.
You know what that was? It was 2 things, Kate. A, it's a good chance to practice your onside kick in a pretty low-pressure environment. But B, and so much more importantly, is down the road in a game where you're going to really need it, that gives you the confidence that you can get it done.
Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
First down, Chicago.
Working from the gun, Williams. And in for the Chicago touchdown.
Williams pass, completion number 0. Touchdown, Chicago.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears get it back to a 14-point game.
Bears 21.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Fits it through the middle. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On first down, it's Richardson. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Come on, set. 19 line.
Richardson back to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll throw again, Richardson. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked by T.J. Edwards. And the Bears have some new life in the fourth.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
First and 10 from the 41. Williams on the play action. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, the secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Throwing again on second, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Bears losing by 14. So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. Out of the gun, here's Williams. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. His running back catches it downfield. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. First down, Williams. He's on the move. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Still some time left. Most of the 2 minutes remaining. They need to get this onside kick back. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Ooh, had to have that onside kick. Got one timeout, but not much time left. This one kind of feels like it's over.
Not a whole lot they can do, but you can't give up. Not a time to look at the clock. You got that one timeout. You got to do all you can and really hope and pray this offense fumbles the snap or screws it up here in the final minutes. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He's got the hook up to Cooper. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. This is reeled in by Pittman. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Looking to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Colts double their lead to 14.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go.
To throw, Williams. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Williams thrown again here on second down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Just couldn't find Rome Odunze there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. To throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. And they get it spiked before time runs out, but only 3 seconds remain. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. One final shot here. That one's cut along the left sideline. So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.